What are the challenges that you face as a woman in a male-dominated industry?
Well, I've never really faced that many challenges as a woman. Of course, you get the odd comment, but I've handled myself so much like a man almost that they just treat me like I'm another one of the boys.
Welcome to another edition of Horses to Follow. We've managed to get rid of Len Furner for the day. He's up in Joburg annoying the people up there. And I'm very pleased to have Rachel Venniker with me. Rachel, I'm glad you could make it.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Harrison. Thank you so much for having
Andrew,
me.
Please, okay. Rachel, you're the first year apprentice at the academy and you're doing very well. You've landed with a splash.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, we got off to a good start, luckily.
No, it always helps, yeah. Okay, firstly we're going to go through the news. There's quite a bit. First, the Equus Awards. I see Tawanda, our boy here, a blue-eyed boy, he got an award. David Thistleton, Candice, and Graham Hawkins. I think Golf Circle got a clean sweep of the awards there.
Very good.
And Rainbow Bridge Horse of the Year.
I think he's deserving of it.
You think so?
He's just an incredible horse. He's done everything, and he's always giving everything.
Yeah, there were a few sort of people who were unhappy with some of the results, but I mean that's normal. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's got to be unhappy along the way.
Yeah, I know, especially the 3-year-old male category, but it was very strong this year.
Very.
Yeah. Okay, and I see we got Antoine Marcus back riding.
Yes.
After a lengthy break.
Superman's back. We've got to watch out now.
Yeah, well, I hope he stopped eating hamburgers. And,
we don't hope he's stopped. Must carry on.
Yeah. And I see Mandla and Tuli, I met him, he's back.
He's
been in China for 3 years.
He has. 3 years already.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
I used to ride work with him when I started at Craig Udy.
Okay.
So I thought it wasn't that long ago.
No, I just ran into him at Ashburton yesterday. I thought, who's this bloke? Yeah, so he's been there for 3 years and he's looking to go back, but COVID has stymied him. And I think Jared Samuel is also looking to...
Yes, last I heard, I think so.
To head for China. Right. Unfortunate news, the death of Silvano.
Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking, yeah. He had been retired for a year, so... yeah, that's a real pity. I think it's a big loss to South African racing. And we've got a few of your mates from the academy having their first rides.
Yes, always an exciting day.
Yeah, we've got Sianda. What's it? Sisibo. I'm trying to get his name right. And Sipesile Klangwe, otherwise known as Spare.
Yes,
Yeah.
Spare's much easier.
Spare's much easier.
They're very excited.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
And I see Sipo's got a ride too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
He's got 2 actually.
Has he got 2?
Yes.
Yeah. And for people who don't know who Sipo is, it's Donald Gearson. And Josh van Solomons, I see he's back from injury. He was in Cape Town, but they've closed the academy down, so he's moving to Joburg.
Yes, so he came from Joburg. He was there for a while.
Yeah.
Just on injury back here.
You any plans to go to Joburg?
We'll see where it leads me. If I get the opportunity, I would consider it, definitely.
Yeah, well, they race down the straight there quite often, so and 3 times a week, so more opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, the BSA 2-year-old sales start at Germiston tomorrow. Have you had a look through the catalogue?
No, I haven't, I've heard bits and bobs about what's happening from trainers who are down there, saying they've spotted a few nice ones.
Yeah. I was just paging through the catalogue before we came in. There's a horse called Black Swan, or Black Egret from Marisfontein, by Rafif, out of a very quick family, and I think if it's got everything in the right place, I think that might go for a few bob.
Those Rafifs are very nice horses.
Yeah, he's hit the ground running a bit like you. So, Rach, you've been around horses for quite some time, no?
Yes, pretty much my whole life.
Well, how did you start the horses? Were you show jumping?
Yes, so I originally show jumped. Both my parents show jumped. My dad was very good. He jumped open, jumps far bigger than I could ever jump.
Right.
I started doing that, and then when I was about 14, I was looking for another show jumper, and Craig Udy had one coming off the track. So we popped around, had a look at the horse, and he said, "Oh, well, why don't you try riding work?" And, well, I never stopped.
So what do you like about riding work?
It's just incredible. I mean, I love working with horses, the speed. It's just everything you could ask for.
So you're a bit of a speed freak.
Very much so. A bit of an adrenaline junkie. I go skydiving, all of that. Yeah.
Oh,
no, I've got the bucket list going.
No, not for me, thank you. My tank, I'd probably come down a bit too hard. Yeah. So, but you sort of battled to get into the academy at first, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I'm a bit tall, and my weight is a little bit on the heavy side.
Right.
My minimum riding weight is 53. So already that's cutting down what I can ride. And then I was still finishing school, so they said to me, rather let's just wait till you finish school, and if you still want to do it, then come.
Right, it's actually a good decision, I think.
I think it was, yeah.
Lau was a similar situation, and young Ferraris as well.
Yes.
Finished school before you arrived there.
And it also gave me the opportunity to mature, because it's a tough game, and I think if you're a little bit immature, it can be tough.
No, I think if you can't take the abuse and
yes.
Been there, done that.
You know the story.
I know the story. Yeah. So what's the difference between race riding and riding work?
So race riding is a lot more difficult and challenging, physically and mentally. Physically, the fitness of a race, it's like riding 10 grass gallops at home. Right. And it's incredible how difficult it is. Yeah. And just, it's more focused, and of course there's more going on with everyone around you.
Do you want your first winner, in inverted commas, was Enjoy the View in a work riders race for Mace?
Yes, last year. Yeah, last year, August.
Yeah, because I remember that ride. And then your first winner came in about your second or third ride?
No, it was actually my 10th ride, but my third meeting. I had 5 rides on the day. It was the last ride of the day.
No, because I sort of watched that race quite carefully, and you looked a bit tired by the time you got to the end there.
I won't lie, I was, those first couple of meetings, by the end of the day, I went back and I slept. Yeah. I got back to the academy, no one saw me again, I went to bed. But now it's got much easier. Now I'm doing 6-7 rides a day, and I'm still perky and fresh afterwards.
Okay, so your fitness level has improved a lot. Yeah. I remember quite some time back, Dennis Bosch used to be quite a good jockey, Dennis, in spite of his little round frame at the moment. They had a veterans riders race, and he rode it. He won the race actually, but it was at Gravel, and he went round behind the tote board and bloody hurled his guts out. He was so tired. That was really good. Yeah, so your stick work's also improved a lot.
Yes, that took quite a while. I actually struggled with that. I worked on the equisizer at the academy almost every day for like half an hour, and I just wasn't getting the rhythm of it. But it seems to have sorted itself out now.
Yeah, I think once you get a little bit fitter too,
you can think more about it. Yeah.
So concentrate on your breathing.
Yeah. I've got very small hands as well, so maybe that's a difference.
Good excuse.
We'll blame it on that.
So your fitness is there, and you're getting a hell of a lot better, I must have to say. What do you think is your what should I say? Your main. I'll get it right. Your balance. I mean, your balance is pretty good for someone who's just started. Yeah,
luckily I've always just been balanced. Right from when I first started riding work, that was the first thing everyone noticed and said to me, "Are you very balanced?" I didn't really know. I mean, I'm just there. Yeah. But yeah.
And you got a good pair of hands as well.
Yeah.
And Michael Roberts has been. He wasn't a bad jockey in his day.
Not too bad.
Been helping you.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And he's always calling me and helping me with the rides, and going through video replays so that we know exactly where we're working. And
right, and he's giving you a lot of rides too, a lot of support.
Yeah, he really is. Sure.
Yeah. And a lot of other trainers have also taken notice.
Yes.
And given you rides.
Yeah, luckily, yeah.
Who do you ride work for mainly in the morning?
So at the moment, I focus a lot on Roberts' yard. I work all 3 of his strings.
Right.
From there, Puller, Mike Miller, the Wrights, and then wherever the other rides are coming from, Wayne Bardenhorst.
Right.
Anyway, as long as there's some rides around, I'm there.
That's hard work. We try to explain to apprentices when they come out of their time. They've been baby mollycoddled and they've got the riding masters getting them rides and all that. And they come out of their time and suddenly they hit the big time.
Yeah.
And everything dries up. Yeah, it's not so easy anymore.
But I love hard work. So
Yeah.
you'll hardly see me standing at track. I'm always running from ring to ring and work as much as I can.
That's good. Well, Ashburton, you should have a nice, easy time there.
I know. I find it quite shocking, actually, when I have to sit and wait for a train. I start itching and getting a bit worried.
Well, you could have a good natter. Yeah. And placing horses in a race. So obviously, the fitter you get, the more you can think about.
Yeah, and also your judgment. I struggled a bit judging exactly how far away another horse is from you. So whether you're sitting a little bit too close and you're clipping heels or a little bit far off, it's just getting your eye in pretty much. And also that first furlong coming out the pens, when you're eyeing where you're going, that takes quite a lot of practice and still...
It must be a bit nerve-wracking.
It can be, if you've got your clear plan and you go for it, but you've got people shouting at you and it can be a little bit daunting.
Yeah. But you do your homework before the race.
Yes, yeah.
Where the speed is.
Exactly. So you know
who's
more or
inside,
less
who's
where
on the
stuff's
outside,
going, yeah.
Who's going to shout at you, who's not going to shout at you.
Pretty much. And then you get the shock when someone goes blazing to the front who you never expected to.
Yeah.
Suddenly your whole plan goes out the window.
And then you have to go to plan
Jump
B.
to plan B, C, D.
And instructions, if you given instructions, do you follow them carefully or?
As much as I can. Obviously, if something in the race goes different, if I have to drop out or whatever, I will. But first prize is to follow instructions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of the jockeys wasn't following instructions, and he said to the trainer when he got back, he said, "Unfortunately, I had to bring the horse with me." So it's a good repost. The jockey room, the atmosphere in the jockey room.
Lovely. I enjoy it.
You don't have any.
No
hassles?
problems.
They're not giving you a hard time.
No. I think they've known me for so long around here. I mean, it's just me. I'm basically one of the boys. No one worries.
Right, and you give as much as you get.
Exactly.
So I've been told.
Yeah, the rumors are true.
No, because it was quite interesting. Who was I talking to? One of your apprentice mates, and he said, Rachel's a bit like Duncan Howes. She's got a temperature gauge. As soon as her ears start going red,
yeah, you know you're in trouble if everything goes red, eh?
Anyway, so you're holding your own quite well, which is nice for a young apprentice. I mean,
yeah.
And how old are you now? So
I've just turned 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very mature 20 if you can take it in this game.
I've always told me I'm mature for my age.
No, because you need to be in this game.
Yeah.
Prospects for overseas, are you?
Obviously, I'd never turn down an offer if it was worth it. Main goal would eventually to be round overseas, if I could.
Yeah.
But we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, because the girls seem to be making a big splash overseas.
Yes,
I mean,
England,
Rachel
Australia.
Blackmore and all the Hayley Turner. And they won the Shergold Cup again, I think.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And showed the boys how it's done.
Well, they're bloody Irish blokes, so what do you expect? Yeah, so what else can you tell me about Rachel?
Not particularly much. I don't do much else besides race. I like to run on foot.
Do you run?
Yes. Myself and Patrick Wynne actually go quite frequently.
Jeepers, wind turns sideways, you wouldn't even see him.
Yeah, but yes, he runs like the wind.
Does he?
Whoa, canes me every time we go out. You think,
but he's been
old
doing
man.
it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Paddy was a good jockey in his day too.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. He won the July on Gail Thompson's grey horse. Can't remember its name now. Jamaican something.
Jamaican music.
Rumba?
Music.
Rumba.
Was it Rumba?
Yeah. Jamaican music was.
Oh, that was the other
Grey
one.
from Cape Town. Yeah.
Yes. Close enough.
Ralph Rickson. Yeah. Yeah. So Rachel, there's not much else I can drag out of you. You've sort of covered everything.
Yeah. Unless there's anything else you need to know.
Yeah, you got quite a few rides at Scottsville, Hollywood Bet Scottsville on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Do you mind going through the card?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us good thing, bad thing, whatever. Just
Yeah, I probably won't be able to anyway.
Okay,
I seem to pop up on horses that are unexpected.
That's good.
I say one thing's going to win and I win on something else. I think, oh my goodness, sorry.
Well, that's good. I remember when Joe Moreira came out here the first time for the international jockeys. He was riding in Singapore. And people said, oh, who's this bloke? And I remember Debbie Hawkins saying, no, he can ride. And he came out here and he was 100 to 1 shots. He was running second, third, and the bloke
Sure.
said, oh, this sucks a lot. And I think it was always good, like you, it was balance and good hands. And just understanding how horses operate. You know. You get on well with horses, though.
Yes. Yeah. I just always had I find I connect with them very easily.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I don't get on with many other animals very well.
Yeah.
And I try and keep the pet cat and pet dog, but they don't really like me. It's quite offensive, actually. And my pet cat at the academy lived with me for about 3 weeks, came for food. Someone else arrived and had just left me. I said, well,
They
not
didn't
getting
like
any
the
more
food.
food from me, eh?
They like the food, I'm sure, because all cats and dogs like food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, first race at Scottsville, Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Off time is at, I'll get it right now, 10 past 12. The Tab Gold Intelligent Bet. Rachel, you're riding Roy's July Magic.
Yes.
For Com.
Yeah, first timer.
Do you know anything about him?
Not very well. I think it's just looking for a good experience.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Com wrote in his thing, it was
Yeah.
need the run sort of a thing. Have you looked at the card now?
I have.
You have? What do you fancy?
That first race is tough, eh?
I think they're all tough.
They actually are. It's a terrible day of racing, looking through, trying to find something.
That's a good day of racing because then the payouts are better.
Oh, I suppose so.
If you get them.
Yeah, if you get them.
I've gone specially selected. Anton, first ride back. I think he'll be puffing by the end of it.
He might be. He'll probably be the freshest at that stage, so it's probably a good one to go for.
Yeah, so I mean, as the day goes on, be a bit more cautious.
No,
Anton's a professional.
No,
I know that.
Anton never. You don't have to worry about him.
he's a good professional.
He is working exceptionally hard at track as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he's fit now.
But he's always done that. I mean,
Yeah.
he runs around every day.
Yeah, he does. So I wouldn't worry about his fitness at all.
Okay. And Mark Dixon's got Global Path. I think it was quite a good first run.
Yes, yeah. Decent first run.
Yeah.
So.
Geronimo, that's only got one eye apparently.
Yes, he does.
Which side?
Yeah, on the right, sorry.
So
I
the
think.
off
Yeah.
So
The offside,
right side,
yeah.
I'm trying to think where you'd be on the track.
It actually doesn't affect him at all.
Not.
Yeah, I've worked with him quite a lot. Of course, I used to work for Wendy when
Wendy,
she
yeah.
was still, when I was still a work rider. So we never had a problem. We were always quite cautious with him to teach him with other
Yeah.
horses on their side. Never phased him.
Not.
Yeah.
No, also Traces, I think. Is,
Yes.
Peter Muscat's-
Also one eye. Yeah. It's got blind in one eye. It's not.
Yeah, and in Australia they're not allowed to race.
No, they
with one
aren't.
eye. No. Which is interesting. Mind you, they ride like cowboys there anyway. so,
Yeah, I'd be a bit worried. One eye. Eesh, those guys.
The second race, a lot of first timers in the race. You riding Forged in Ice for Michael,
Yes.
also first timer.
Yes. Also just looking for the experience.
Yeah.
I think, is that the sister to Amber First?
Yes, I
One
think
of
so,
the,
yeah.
oh no, the
no,
Naidu horse is the sister to Amber First.
Green Lantern.
Yes.
Whatever, as long as it's the right half.
Yeah.
A lot of first timers in the race. I know Gary Rich is sending out Kitten's Adventures, one of the few that's had a run. And
Yes.
Dennis Dryer's Symmetry, Blinker's first time, possibly improving. But first timers, October Song, Mike Miller.
We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. These babies are tough, eh? I think she's doing well at home. I haven't sat on her for
No,
ages.
Okay, and Indigo Fields, who I see Warren's riding for Gareth Van Zyl, nicely bred. What a winter. Right. Going to the third race. You've got a ride here, Impeccable You for Michael.
Yes. Also she'll be
first
looking
time.
for the experience, yeah.
Right. One bite at a time. Another Anton ride.
I wouldn't leave Anton out of anything.
No, I
Because
think
he's in.
he wants to come back with a splash.
Yes.
Yeah. And Duncan's got Poppy of Bayou. Been a little bit disappointing. But Muzi has ridden him last time. Should know what's going on now. Fourth race, you riding Barrington for Michael.
Yes.
He's a battler.
Shame he is, but he always tries. I think it's his first time over the 14.
Yeah.
He's been running over 12.
Yeah.
So that should suit him because he seems to be feeling like he was looking for further.
Well, a little A little bit of a patchy form there.
Yeah.
I think you've got to beat Hasta Manana.
Yes, I'd say that's the horse to beat.
Yeah, after another Anton ride. It was a good effort behind Good Traveller in that Group 1.
Yes, and that group form you can never...
Yeah, and he's been gelded since. I would, if you're looking for a pick 6 banker, I think that's possibly the one.
Probably.
Yeah. The 5th race, I'm supposed to be giving these sponsors, but they're all visit trackandbull.co.za. Race 5, 1400 meters. Difficult race.
Yeah, I don't think I've got a ride in there anyway.
No.
Yeah. It's also one of those, everything's got a chance.
Yeah. I've gone for Storm Chasers, having his first run for Louis Goosen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that might improve. I see Kyle's back in town. How long is he staying here for?
So far indefinitely. I don't know if he is planning on going back or what his plans are for the future.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of speed in this race. Morse,
yes.
Farland has run very good races behind Solid Gold and do it again. So that form, if it holds up, must be quite strong.
It should be.
And Bayview Express, I see, has come right down in the weights. Maybe go wide. 6th race is the Gold Circle Racing YouTube channel, and you are riding Twice Golden.
Yes.
For Garth.
Ran a crack of a race last time.
Yeah.
So we hope that he runs like that again. If he does, I think he'll be right there.
Yeah, I think this is quite a tricky race. I've gone for Mac 4, Justin Snaith. I think he's looking for this ground. It might be between the two. 7th race, top up your account with Tab Gold app. What are you riding here? You're riding Nikia for Michael?
Yes.
You won on her last time.
Yes.
You got up on the line.
Yes. So hopefully we can not give Mr. Roberts a heart attack again like that.
At least Duncan will stop kicking dustbins around here. Intuitive, I think I've gone for Dean Kanemaya's runner, Intuitive. I thought that was a good run last time behind Duwabi Princess.
Yeah, it's also one of those open races.
Yeah. 8 and 9, I think they're both impossible. The 8th race, the Gold Circle Horses to Follow podcast, and you're on it.
Yes.
Can you win with Antigonus?
Well, we're going for 4 in a row.
Yeah. It's
hard.
hard.
That's best shot. Yeah, it is. It's a tough race, that one.
What's brought him on so well? I mean, he was...
Yeah, he was struggling.
Now he's suddenly come good.
I was actually talking to Wayne about it. We said, what happened? I mean, he was struggling to feature in a 62 handicap, and now he's in a 92. And we don't know, he just suddenly came well. One day he woke up and he was enjoying himself.
Oh, well, that's always good to know. It came from Belinda Impey, if I remember correctly. Burning Wings, also good form.
Excellent form. I think
Chatterton,
that's the horse to beat.
Burning Wings, yeah. Chatterton's keeper. And we got Spare riding Cold Hard Cash.
Yes. It's a lovely first. I don't think that's actually his first round. He's got one before that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He's got 2
so that
rounds
would have been the
day.
perfect first round.
Hail Columbia, that's been a bit disappointing. When he first started, I thought he was going to be a cracking
I thought he was going to be a star.
Yeah, I think he's got head problems.
Yeah. Who doesn't, though?
And then we got Hollywood Bet's Bright Future, 9th race, 1600 meters. Another tricky race.
Very much so.
You haven't got a ride in there.
No, unfortunately.
Sparkling Flame, I quite liked after that last run.
Yes.
Came from a long way back. And Space Oddity, I know Tini Prinsley.
Yeah.
So you rode Space Oddity.
Yeah, I was actually going to ride another horse in this race, but it got eliminated. And by the time it had been eliminated, he'd already put Jason Gates onto Space.
All right.
So I was dying to ride it this time because I think feeling she's doing well.
Good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's between Sparkling Flame and Space Oddity. Tawanda, any questions?
Yes. I'd like to know, what are the challenges that you face as a woman in a male-dominated industry?
Well, I've never really faced that many challenges as a woman. Of course, you get the odd comments, but I've handled myself so much like a man almost that they just treat me like I'm another one of the boys. So it can be, as a woman, people tend to look down on you or whatever, but I've never really had a problem.
Yeah. So, do you have any techniques that you sort of use, because this needs you to be very strong emotionally and internally and mentally. So like, do you use any techniques, like you know what I mean, like emotionally that help you? Is it affirmations? Do you know what I mean? What do you do internally to sort of just put your mind where it's supposed to be and not focus on all the chatter and let it,
Yeah, so I do quite a lot of that because I find if I don't sort of force myself into a concentrating frame of mind, I get a little bit scattered. So on a race day, I'll listen to music in the bus on the way to races, all the lively stuff to try and get myself into the rhythm. And then when I'm not racing, I've written all posters. I love painting and doing art, so I've made posters. Yes, if you go look on my Instagram page, there's a couple of very dodgy art pieces. I'm a surrealist. I paint very weird stuff. Yeah. But then I make posters and stuff with positive affirmations to just try to keep myself feeling positive all the time.
But the fact that you've done so well, it's so early in your career, I mean, it's testimony to your fortitude, basically, as to take, because being a jockey is not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy at all.
And I've put a lot in to get to this point. What people don't see, all the back work that got me here.
Yeah.
It's been a good 6 years, writing work, exercise, everything I could do to possibly improve myself. Yeah. And
your diet, you strict?
Yeah, so I have to be very strict because the weight's it's okay now, but it's there.
I'm always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. So I eat a low carb diet, so no carbohydrates, no sugar, lots of vegetables, lots of meat. I actually enjoy it. I was a vegetarian for about 3 years, so it's easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're still nice and slim, so yeah.
You've got to keep it that way.
Slim to wonder. Rachel, thanks very much for coming. I think that's about it for the thing. And we'll just thank our sponsor, Megatech, MGT, Eddie Nelson. Hopefully his venture is going well. I haven't actually got hold of him yet to find out what's happening, but there he is, our sponsor for the podcast. And thank you very much for coming. And
lovely.
Hopefully we get some bites.
Yeah, hopefully we were right about Saturday.
That just happens, though. I got pretty rude notices the other day telling how useless I was. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I've actually just deleted my Facebook Messenger because you also get horrific things on there.
I know. People they take it so personally.
Yeah.
What's to do with it?
I mean, we make mistakes. We're humans.
Yeah, well, if you put the tips there, that's what you think. If you don't like them, don't read them. Simple as that. Yeah.
Got a problem? Move on.
That's right. Yeah, that's your attitude. That's what I like. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Oh. And all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Follow your career carefully.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tuanda. We'll wrap it up. And as always, as Warren would say, we will see you in the number 1 box. Warren, come back next week.